Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome back to Star Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of December the 2nd through to the 8th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. First, I would like to wish all of you celebrating birthdays this week a very happy birthday. So let's get started on your reading. First up, we have the 10 of Wands reversed, followed then by the 5 of Wands in the upright, and next we have the 7 of Swords upright, followed then by the Knight of Swords in the upright, and lastly we have Major Arcana, the World upright. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and interpret this read for you. First of all, Sagittarius, for your overall energy, have that at 10 wands in the reverse position. I like to see this reversed. This energy in the upright position can point to a lot of worries, a lot of stress, just carrying too much of a burden, and we need to release. So when the card is inverted like this can point to releasing some of our duties and activities, and that's much, much to the liking of yourself, I'm sure, because if we've been feeling overburdened or even over worried about something, it's always nice to feel that relief. It could be for some of you, perhaps somebody, or it could have been coming from work or family or so forth, was putting too much on your plate, and perhaps now you stood up and you decided to either tell them no, or you decided to delegate some of the work so you're a little bit less burdened. Beautiful for your overall energy. Keep that mentality going, because nobody needs to be in that stress, okay? Now, coming right off the hop, we have the 5 of Wands here in the upright position. This can point to stiff competition. If any of you are dealing with a competitive sports or something like that, I guess that makes sense. Or even competing in your career or on the job front or something like that. There could be some stiff competition there. For others of you, the 5 of Wands can point to that pointless drama, that he said, she said, that I always recommend you avoid, stay away from it. Somebody could be causing some drama around you. Could be in the workplace, could be at home, family, friends, that kind of thing. If that's the case, just steer clear of it, because this kind of energy is just he said, she said, never really goes anywhere positive. It just sort of wipes us of our energy. So avoid that if you can, and I think you are, because the next card up is the 7 of Swords, the avoidance card in the upright position. This can sometimes point to someone in your environment. He's known as the little sneak thief card too, so there could be someone who tries to steal your ideas or run off with your belongings. Hopefully that's not the case. I think Cancer also got this reading as well. Just make sure that nobody's doing that. Hopefully no one's doing that. But this is mostly the card of avoidance. It's avoiding trying to deal with a person. Sometimes we're avoiding someone in particular. Could be avoiding a conversation. Swords do represent conversations, communication, and thoughts. Could be trying to avoid thinking about something. That could be the case for some of you. Now, if you're trying to avoid a person, maybe this person caused some drama and you're trying to avoid them now, that's understandable and highly recommended. But this could be someone trying to avoid you over the holidays. A lot of times there's certain people we don't want to put on the guest list because we'd rather avoid them. Could be something like that for some of you that's going on. Now, moving on towards the weekend, we do see the Knight of Swords here in the upright position. This is a court card, could be representing a person. If it's representing a person, this is air energy, that of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Knight of Swords swoops in. This could be someone coming in with valuable information that you've been waiting on for a long time. Knight of Swords can also sometimes represent a written contract or an offer, a verbal offer or a verbal contract. It could be, I'm just wondering, because the 7 of Swords here, prior to it, maybe some of you are avoiding an offer that's coming towards you, or trying to avoid it, or someone else is trying to avoid dealing with some kind of offer or information coming towards you, Sagittarius, because the Knight of Swords can represent someone coming in very, very quickly. This is very fast-moving energy, comes out of nowhere, sometimes with valuable information that you really need to hear. Could be someone you've been trying to avoid, comes in with valuable information. It's like, no, you have to hear this. You need to listen to this. Maybe trying to straighten something out. For others of you, could represent a suitor, that if you're single and looking, this could be someone rushing in towards you and wants to get to know you better. So interesting reading here, Sag. And the last card you have up here is the beautiful energies of the world in the upright position. This represents the ending of a situation, something coming to its natural end, a completion. For some of you, it can represent the completion of education, moving on into career. This can represent maybe retiring even. Some of you could be looking at retiring from your job. Maybe some of you are closing out a long-standing job that you had because you have another offer on the table. Others of you maybe are just deciding to go into business for yourself. Whatever the situation is, could be closing out a long-standing relationship, could be divorce papers finally coming through, could be for some of you closing out your family home that you've lived in for a lot of years and you're downsizing. Whatever the situation is, you're closing out some area, some aspect of your life, Sagittarius. And interesting reading here. You definitely have to let me know in the comment section below if this resonates for you. And in closing, I'm going to be pulling the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card for you and see what other messages are around for my Saggies. And we have impartiality. That is your other message. Okay. Maybe you got to weigh some things out here, Sagittarius, in terms of what's going on around you. And also in closing, I'm introducing a new deck. We have the Zodiac reading cards from Patsy Bennett. And I'm going to pull this one to see if we can find a Zodiac sign that might be prominent for you this week, Sagittarius. So let's see what the Zodiac cards have to say. Okay, Cancer. Yeah, remember I said Cancer also had this card in their reading. So some of you are definitely dealing with the Cancer this week, and there could be something pretty intense going on here. So definitely let me know in the comment section below. And that is your reading. I hope it helped you, Sagittarius. And if it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.